I usually have a snappy response to that. I'm still trying to think of one this time. I don't know if I did one about Hayden Fry, who was football coach at the University of Iowa and in Texas before that. But that's the best one I can think of at this point. Hook'em Hawks that works in Texas. I remember seeing those bumper stickers. All right. Well, I know that some people are partial to certain chain stores out there, and in my case, I was particular about how I decided to say the name of the one I went to, a pharmacy, where somebody was asking me why I refer to the place I go to as Walgreen and leave off the S, and I said, well, even Wikipedia says it's archaically known as that, so color me archaic then, which is a synonym for old-fashioned. And I did say that on the product packages it does say Walgreen Company, Deerfield, Illinois, even though, yes, it is in much bigger red letters, even on some of those packs than where it says Walgreens. I'm the type that would just say, let me have this one because it's my thing to say it now. I also know that growing up in Iowa, we didn't have that in my hometown because, of course, the dominant grocery store in Iowa is Hy-Vee, and they had their own chain of pharmacy stores.
Yeah, Hy-Vee.
Yeah, they're coming to the Twin Cities, but still not very close to where I live, unfortunately. My dad wanted me to go to a Hy-Vee, so he sent me a gift card for them for my birthday in March, and I went to the one in Oakdale. That was the closest one for me. And it's like, no, I'm not going there very often. There's one in my neighborhood I can walk to. Oh yes, Hy-Vee having a chain of pharmacy stores. And at that time it was called Drug Town. And yeah, they don't call it that anymore. Wonder why. I think there are too many jokes about that. I had a classmate who worked at one, and then she went on a field trip, and the people on the field trip were from another school, another state apparently. And they got confused and thought that the nickname of our hometown and our school was Drug Town. No. And I know I got confused when I was a kid, just like many others did, and that was even on a Simpsons episode one time, where Homer would say, there's drugs, and then there's drugs. It's like, oh no, which ones? Is it the good ones or the bad ones? Sometimes the good ones are the bad ones. So there was that one. And even after Labor Day, I know I'm still busy with doing different activities because, well, I want to live life. Even though I'm single, I don't want to let that prevent me from doing things. And sometimes, quite the opposite is true, where it's a lot easier to do things because you're single. It's all in the eye of the beholder, I guess. So in my case, I like going to New Ulm. Usually I just go for Oktoberfest, but I saw a Facebook video this year that showed them firing the Civil War era cannons. And I had to ask, when did they do that? Oh, you have to come a month early, September. Done. And I took a lot of pictures while I was there of that, but I guess the best way of saying what my weekend was like was it was a noisy weekend because I went to that, and then the next day I went to Northfield and saw the Jesse James Festival where they reenacted bank robbery. So yeah, cannons and then rifles. And then, of course, a lot of smoke because I think they're using blanks at both. But hey, I majored in history at the University of Iowa. I love those history things, so why not? And I don't know of any other place around where they fire cannons except maybe Fort Snelling. So there you go. Well, I work in corporate America. In fact, I work in an office just a few blocks from here. And that joke pretty much writes itself on all the crazy things and people that I have to contend with while I'm there. I know that one cute mate of mine, I liked for a while, but she has said some weird things. Like, she will hear about how I don't cook meals much anymore because I'm busy with performing other things. Where I put a lot of things in the microwave oven. She said, "Lyle, don't you miss a home-cooked meal?" Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the people who said, "Oh, you still have a flip phone, you should get a smartphone." All right, if you think I need it bad enough, pay for it. Or in this case, if you think I need a home-cooked meal bad enough, make one for me. if you're offering solutions, be willing to actually carry them out instead of just suggest them. And then there was one manager in my office who happened to notice my haircut. I have to get it by the barber who cuts hair at the Saints game. And that manager said, it takes 5 years off. Only 5? You could have been a little more flattering and said 10. I know I look a lot younger when I shave, but I guess that's also true with haircuts too. I've been back from my visit to New York for 2 weeks now, and I guess there's still some fallout from it, if you can believe it. I sent 2 postcards to office colleagues, and it caused some jealousy in the office. It's like, wow, I didn't think that was possible. I mean, I sent 5 postcards, one of them was to me. I took a writing class at the law from Minneapolis and suggested sending yourself a postcard to remember it. And it's like, yeah, that is a pretty good way of doing that, because even the postcards I send to other people look at them and it's like, yeah, I remember writing that. That sounds like what I would write. And I don't know why I need that reassurance, but I just like knowing that they got the postcard. And well, it's kind of hard to pick who all gets them. I mean, I don't want to go crazy sending one to everybody I think is deserving of the office. And one of them is an ex-New Yorker, facility manager. He was helping me with ideas on what to do there. And I figured, well, he's more deserving than most people, so he got one. That made perfect sense to me. Well, another thing I like doing is high school football, and hey, it's after Labor Day, so it's bad. I grew up in Iowa, and that was the thing to do. I was even on my school's team as a quota manager. And I went to a game this weekend, and it was really odd. The team that won, with about a minute left, got a flag for sportsmanlike conduct. It's like, why? What do you have to complain about? What do you have to be upset about? And I remember a kid in the crowd, after I correctly guessed what the penalty was, said, why do you keep talking to the ref after that out? Good question, kid. Maybe he'll learn his lesson about how you conduct yourself around the refs. That's all I can think of to say about that. I like high school football mostly because it's everywhere and it's dirt cheap. I mean, not too many events out there in a big metro area where you get free parking. The game ticket is $5. My food and drink order was another $5. And I had a decent amount of food and drink. Bottled water, hot dog, candy bar, chips. I mean, it's like eating at a convenience store, so what's not to like? So am I at time, Steve?
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you, been great.
Put your hands together for Lyle Larue. Sarah, have you been on our stage before?
Not this one.
Excellent. Well, put your hands together and welcome a brand new performer for our open mic stage.